This weekend is Super Bowl Sunday. We're going to break it down. Plus another fun little draft. Let's do it. Alright, James. Season 5, episode 24.
Yes, sir.
Second to last episode of the season. How you feeling?
Yeah, we're coming down to the wire. We got a lot of stuff to talk about because a lot of stuff has happened in sports in general over the past week, and obviously the Super Bowl is the biggest game of the year for us, and for everybody who loves football and sports in general. So we got a lot to talk about in this episode. Should be a good one. And then next week we'll have our send off for just a little bit, and then we'll be back.
Yeah, for like 3 weeks. All right.
Yeah.
So let's get straight into it. Super Bowl preview. 2-seed Patriots, the 1-seed Seahawks. Yeah. So we got key players, key matchup, keys to the game, and our picks. So get right into it. I'll start with my key player.
Okay.
Key player for the Patriots. This one jumped off the page. It was pretty obvious for me. I'm hoping you have the same one. Christian Gonzalez.
I picked him last week. So
Okay. If you picked him last week, that's fair.
Yeah. That's a good pick.
But yeah, like the way JSN's been playing, man, like, this guy, he's gonna be so important because he's gonna be matched up with JSN the whole game. One of the best corners in the league against probably the best receiver in the league right now. JSN, the way he was playing the NFC Championship, the catches he was making, the routes he was running, he's gonna be a big part of this offense. Christian Gonzalez is a big job to stop him and just at least make them use other guys. like JSN had 150 yards last week.
Yeah.
Like, he's 1,700 yards on the year. Like, make them use other guys. Make other guys step up at least. And that's Christian Gonzalez's job.
Yeah, so I looked at kind of some key players, and I was like, I'm not going to pick Christian Gonzalez because I picked him last week. So I went with a different corner. I went with Marcus Jones. And I kind of started thinking about it. And I'm like, well, first of all, Marcus Jones is their return man, and he's been one of the best all year. So first off, in that situation, like, you have Shaheed on the other side, who's one of the best returners in the NFL, and Marcus Jones is also one of the best returners. So that'll be an interesting matchup. But I think Marcus Jones, he is a slot corner, and that means he's most likely going to be matched up on Cooper Kupp. But the thing that Seahawks do so well that we talked about last week is they motion people a lot. And sometimes JSN will come into the slot. And if it's not man coverage and it's kind of a zone or something like that, like, Marcus Jones is going to have to cover JSN at certain times. JSN, through the first, year of his career, played slot, right? So he knows how to play slot. He now plays, obviously, the outside, and he's incredible now. But I think Marcus Jones kind of just being able to, talk it out and stuff like that for the Patriots. Like, Christian Gonzalez is going to make him work, but there's going to be times where JSN beats him, and especially when they get in that motion, that's when JSN's the best. So I think Marcus Jones being in the slot is going to be a key thing. And don't let Cooper Kupp beat you, too, because, we've seen what Cooper Kupp has done on the Super Bowl stage before. And even though he's old, you never know.
Yeah. The way he's done in Seattle has been kind of weird.
Yeah, it's just...
I know, it's like, we expect them to be, really good, and he's just kind of faded away.
Yeah.
I don't know. Interesting. I expected him to have at least, almost 1,000 yards.
Yeah.
I don't know. Alright. My key player for the Seahawks is Kenneth Walker. He's the running back, if you didn't know. And I've said this, every episode, I think, at this point, for the last 2 months. But the running back got to take the pressure off the quarterback, and that's Kenneth Walker's job, because Sam Darnold, he's been amazing in these playoffs. Part of why that is because Kenneth Walker has been able to run the ball, they've been effective, and they've been able to take pressure off of Sam Darnold. That's going to be very important, again, here. And also, the Seattle offense opens up so much when you have a potent running game, along with this passing game. That's why no one's been able to stop them. That's why they hung 40 on the Niners. That's why they hung, 37 on the Rams. When the offense opens up, it's impossible to stop them. So, Kenneth Walker, big. Especially now with no Zach Charbonnet, he's going to have to be a workhorse. He's done it all playoffs, and I expect him to do the same in the Super Bowl.
So, with this pick, I did double up again, and I went with Nicky Mamori. And I think the reasoning for that is I actually looked at the practice reports and the injuries, and he actually didn't practice yesterday or the day before. So, if Seattle loses that guy in the Super Bowl, which it's the Super Bowl, I expect him to play, he is such a crucial part of the defense. I talked about it last week, how impressive he has been. He is the captain of the defense in year one. He connects everybody. And they play 2 high safeties, so, nothing goes past Nicky Mamori. And he fills gaps really well on blitzes. He's been incredible this year. And you can just see him out there, how he talks, and he looks like a veteran leader when he's a rookie. And he's such a crucial part of the defense. He's immediately become one of the best safeties in the league in year one. So he plays a crucial role, especially if that Seattle defense wants to keep playing how they play.
You really like that guy, huh?
I do. I love him.
My key
I'm
matchup.
impressed.
This one kind of jumped out to me as well. Patriots O-line, Seahawks D-line. Look, the Patriots O-line, they have struggled in the playoffs, right? They've given up, I think, 15 sacks. Which, if you're a big Nats guy, that's 5 sacks per game. That's really bad. There's obviously been all the Will Campbell stuff, which is just kind of stupid. It's the whole offensive line. But Drake May can win it for you if he has time. Part of why he hasn't been playing too well is because he's been pressured constantly. And I know you've been playing these top 5 defenses and stuff, but this is another one. You got to be able to block for Drake May. If you do that, Drake May can win it for you. But if not, it's going to be a rough night, as it's been the last 3 games. The Seahawks D-line, they've been elite this season. Leonard Williams, who their guy? Byron Murphy. No, there's another one. On the D-line. I need your help.
No, that's all you, bro. I don't know anyone else besides them.
Alright,
I don't think
I'll look it up in just a second. But, they've been really good. They need to disrupt Drake May, get Drake May off his spots, get him to make quick throws, force him to make throws he doesn't want to make. Don't let him just sit there and cook, because if he can sit back there and cook, he's going to do what he did all season, which is being an MVP caliber quarterback. Yeah,
you kind of talked about it earlier, but my key matchup is the Jackson Smith and Jigba versus Christian Gonzalez, because we're going to see it all night. And it's going to be it's been highlighted throughout the week. It's going to be highlighted come game time. It's a big deal matchup because Christian Gonzalez is probably the second best corner in the league this year. He was incredible, and JSN was the best receiver. So your match in that kind of matchup, there's a lot of pressure, and it's kind of how do you respond to that? Gonzo has to hit him on the line, straight up. You have to make JSN work off the line of scrimmage because that's when JSN starts to get in situations where it's he gets a little annoyed, and then he can't get open. There's been a couple games this year where that's happened, and that's where you beat him straight to the line, and that's how you kind of get him off his game a little bit, right? JSN doesn't get off his game, but you can maybe shift some things around and do stuff like that. And if JSN gets out in motion and starts doing his things, like I said earlier, that's when it becomes a long game for the Patriots, and it's just Darnold has a ton of time back there, and he hits his first read in JSN, and it's going to be a long night if that happens. So Christian Gonzalez plays a really big role for the Patriots, as well as JSN, obviously.
Yeah, absolutely. It was DeMarcus Lawrence. I don't know. I think he plays.
Yeah,
but
he's not
He's not the same guy he was. All right. Keys to the game. For the Patriots, it's just it's tough because they're such big underdogs here, but it's drag them into a dogfight is what I said. Make it a defensive game. Do what you've been doing. They get that Denver game where it was 10-7, right? Get it to be a game like that, to where it's always a one-score game. You always have a chance to go make a game-winning play, and give Drake May a chance to win it late. And if you give Drake May that chance, chances are looking pretty good for you. So that's all you got to do: survive 4 quarters against the Seahawks offense and give Drake May a shot.
Yeah, mine's on the different side. So mine's offensive tempo for the Patriots, because they've been so good at it all year. And they've had a couple trip-up games in the playoffs. Now, when you get in the Super Bowl, obviously those duos of running backs, in my opinion, you have the advantage, right? Because at this point, Seahawks don't have anyone behind Kenneth Walker. The duo you think is not as good as Kenneth Walker? I think Kenneth
Walker by himself is so much better than both of them.
I don't agree.
Where I think you don't like Kenneth Walker very much, but
no, I never said that.
Just the way you talk about Zach Charbonnet and how he should be used more. I think Kenneth Walker's a lot better than you give him credit for, and I think he is one of the a tier above, at least one tier above each of those two guys, to where he is a much bigger advantage to the Seahawks. And I think the running back tandem is for the Patriots because there's 2 of them, but neither of them are nearly as good as Kenneth Walker.
Nearly. Okay. I mean, that might be a hot take, honestly. But I disagree. But the thing for me for the Patriots is it's offensive tempo and it's getting those running backs out in space, which they've done all year, and they've been very good at it. The playoffs have been a little shaky. Ramondre Stevenson's been great in the playoffs. I've been really impressed. And obviously Trayvon's kind of taking a back seat just because he's the younger guy. Eventually he'll take that spot. But I think the offensive tempo and kind of keeping up pace and getting in front of the sticks, obviously, and when the Patriots are rolling on offense, they are rolling. It's all or nothing usually with the Patriots. So they have to get it going offensively, which they have not done a great job with in the playoffs. And then if you get eventually with running straight into those zones, eventually you get the Seahawks to switch to man. And if they switch to man, that's when Drake May starts to dice you up. When he can get his receivers out in space, that is when we get the best version of Drake May. because the Seahawks are so good in zone coverage and they've done it all this year. So.
All right.
Offensive tempo.
Okay, Seahawks, my key to the game is just get in rhythm early, right? You were able to do that the other 2 playoff games you played. How did that work out? Right? 40 points, 35 points. So, I think it was 34. Was it 34 or 37?
To who?
To the Rams. It was 34. I think one of the other...
37?
No, it was 30s. But I think one of the other games was 37-35. I don't think it was that one. That was one of the regular season games. Anyway, like if the Seahawks offense is right, and that's what I was saying earlier with Kenneth Walker
31-27
and opening it up, right? So hung 30 both games because you were able to open up the offense, got in rhythm early, and the opposing defense is never going to take them out of rhythm. That's how good this offense is, right? So I think if you can get in rhythm early, start scoring every possession right from the jump, you're going to overwhelm them, and I think you're kind of going to blow them out, and Drake May's not going to have a chance late. And if you're the Seahawks, that's your goal, because Drake May is that good to where he can win a Super Bowl late. You need to make it to where he's down by at least a couple possessions.
Yeah, for me, it's the Seahawks. It's so simple, and it's literally the defense just coming to play. Straight up. And it's what they've done the entire year. And the game will be over most likely by halftime if the defense comes to play, because what Seattle does is they run a cover 2, and they're incredible at it, and they limit so many vertical shots, and that's kind of where Drake May thrives in certain moments, when he can kind of deliver over the middle of the field, or he can deliver on the sidelines and stuff like that, long shots. That's where the Patriots start moving the ball. So what the Seahawks do so good at that is if they come to play early, then Drake May never gets in a groove. And the Seahawks, it'll be over very, very quick if that happens. So it won't really be much of a game if they come ready to play and that defense is ready. I don't really see this being I see it kind of being a blowout, honestly.
Yeah, well, let's go ahead and pick then. Yeah. You go ahead.
Okay. I am going with Seattle. I think they beat the Patriots 24-16 is my prediction. I don't think it's like a Super Bowl for the ages. I don't think there's any crazy plays. And I think that's what both these teams have kind of done this year is they've won their games, right? And there's nothing really, there hasn't been many like crazy big things. But I think Seattle is the better team. They've shown me so much more this entire year, not even just in the playoffs. And I trust Sam Darnold a lot in the Super Bowl now at this point. And I trust that Seattle offense, and I trust the defense more than I trust the Patriots defense. So I think just everything, in my opinion, maybe except like Vrabel could just pull something out of nowhere, and maybe the Patriots do something. But like that's the only thing I can see where the Patriots do take this game. I think it's kind of slow in the first half, and I think Seattle kind of puts it away late. And my Super Bowl MVP, which I thought I'd throw this in there.
Nicky Manwari. Zach Charbonnet.
Is going to be JSN. Just because, right, I think JSN has over 100 yards. I think he's got over 7 or 8 receptions and a touchdown. I think he has a great game. I also think Rashid Shaheed in this one could play a crucial role because, like, other guys are going to have to get open, and I don't know if Cooper Kupp, we've seen him on that stage, it's possible, but Rashid Shaheed has not been, he actually was used more last game, and he's kind of building upon that, so we'll see what happens. And also, like, if he breaks off a 99-yard receiving touch or a punt return or a kick return, like, he could win Super Bowl MVP just based off that because it's going to be such a slow game with not a bunch of big plays.
I mean, he beat the Niners by himself, so I guess technically not the tie.
I mean,
because 6-6, but you add the extra point, so technically, I mean, yeah, on that play they had the win. All right, anyway, that kind of blew up in my face trying to say that.
Yep.
I kind of blew up my own face. I didn't have to acknowledge my horrible wrongness. But anyway, my pick is going to be Seahawks 38, Patriots 20.
Oh,
and
my gosh.
like, look, I just think kind of similar to last year's Super Bowl, just from start to finish. Like, the first quarter, Seattle's going to come out hot, and they're going to leave no doubt, like, by halftime, that they're going to win this game. And the Patriots are going to fight a little bit in the second half, but, I mean, it's going to be a blowout. And the Seahawks, look, they're better on offense. They're better on defense. They're better on special teams. Like, they're better than the Patriots in all facets of the game, and they're going to show it here. They're going to prove that they're the best team in the NFL this year, and definitely not worse than the Patriots. I think.
Okay, 20 points.
I don't know. I mean, the Patriots did a great job to get here. Like, they beat a bunch of top 5 defenses. And it's like everyone called it a Mickey Mouse run and everything. And it's like, yeah, the quarterbacks they played weren't great, but look at the defenses they played. Like,
yeah, I mean,
they played top 10 defenses. Like, who was it? It was started with the Steelers. No, who did they play to start?
They played
It was
the
no.
7th seed, right?
Yeah, it was the last seed. It was
It wasn't the Steelers. Steelers were the 5
the
seed.
Steelers were the 4.
Or the 4, yeah. They played Texans.
Chargers. They played the Chargers. And like Chargers top defense, Texans top defense, Broncos top defense, Seahawks top defense. If they could pull this off, that'd be great. I know the quarterback play there wasn't great, but that's also credit to the Patriots defense that's been really underrated this year.
It's been great. Especially in the playoffs.
Yeah, the Seahawks. I think the NFC was clearly better
For
as
sure.
a whole.
For sure.
Like the NFC Championship game might as well have been the Super Bowl. Like even the Niners and the Eagles are better than not the Patriots, but better overall than their correspondents. Like I think the only team that had a chance to win a Super Bowl at the AFC this year that was in the playoffs was the Bills.
Yeah.
Because no one else really has what it takes, other than maybe
I don't know. I think the Broncos could have done it with.
If they had Bo, yeah.
I think it could have been possible.
But okay, against the Seahawks,
I see him competing with Bo.
Yeah, they compete, but like, again, does that defense completely?
No,
fall
I
against the
don't know if
Seahawks?
I see him winning, but I see him competing more than the Patriots.
That'd be an interesting game.
Yeah.
But the Patriots, you never know. It's the NFL. Anything can happen. Like anyone.
They
can
find
win.
ways to win games.
They're
one of those teams.
Yeah, they do.
You never know.
Yeah, it's the NFL. It's two of the best teams in the league. Anything can happen.
Also, dude, Super Bowl 60. We talked about it last
Super
week.
weird.
How it sounds weird, but is really weird. I was tripped up when I was looking at it this week. 60's crazy.
Yeah. All right. I might as well just rip the Mandate off, dude.
All right. Let's move into our next segment. It's a long one, so cue the music.
Yeah, the NBA, dude. The NBA trade deadline happened, and I left out some trades, but okay, here we go. DeAndre Hunter traded to the Kings. The Cavs get Dennis Schroeder and Keon Ellis. Jaren Jackson Jr. traded to the Jazz for Kyle Anderson, Walter Clayton Jr., and 3 first-round picks. Jaden Ivey and Mike Conley traded to the Bulls for Kevin Huerter, Dario Saric, and a first-round pick. The Celtics dish Anthony Simons to the Bulls for Nikola Vucevic. The Cavs get James Harden. The Clippers get Darius Garland, in a second. Harden is going for the trade record, apparently. The Wizards are cooking, by the way. They get Anthony Davis plus 3 other players. And the Mavericks get Chris Middleton plus 3 other lower tier players, 2 first-round picks, and 3 second-round picks. The Wizards might be building something, man. And the Thunder, they get acclaimed TikTok star Jared McCain, and the 76ers get a first and 3 seconds. Kobe White and Mike Conley are traded to the Hornets. Colin Sexton and 3 seconds are traded to the Bulls. Bulls are really involved in this deadline. CP0 traded to the Raptors. He may never play again. They're not going to make him. The Jazz get Lonzo Ball for 2 second-round picks. The Warriors get Kristaps Porzingis. The Hawks get Buddy Hield and Jonathan Kuminga. I think this is my favorite trade. Dosunmu to the T-Wolves for Rob Dillingham and 4 second-round picks. And the Pacers get Ivica Zubac. Clippers get Ben Mathurin, 2 firsts and a second. Pacers just made finals, by the way. You wouldn't know. Okay, that's all for that. More NBA news. The Nets waive Mr. Get My Rebound Cam Thomas. He enters free agency, so interesting to see where he goes. Paul George suspended 25 games for violating the league's drug policy. Probably took the extra pill of ibuprofen. Shea, he's out through the All-Star break with an ab strain, probably from flopping. The NBA All-Star starters, come on, more NBA. In the East, Giannis, Jaylen Brown, Jalen Brunson, Cade Cunningham, Tyrese Maxey. In the West, Steph Curry, Luka Doncic, Shea, Jokic, and Victor Wembanyama. Reserves came out too. If you want to know, look it up. Maybe another week, but not this week. Eugenio Suarez, he signs with the Reds for 1 year, $15 million. Interesting for a guy who almost had 50 homers last year. Framber Valdez signs with the Tigers, 3 years, $115. That's $1 million. Luis Arias signs with the Giants as well. There's new college football playoff rules, so Notre Dame automatically gets in if they're ranked in the top 12. Why are we condoning this? This is a no. Join a conference, please. And also, all Power 4 conference champions are guaranteed a spot now, so Duke would have had a spot this year. The Raiders are set to hire Seattle offensive coordinator Clint Kubiak as their head coach after the Super Bowl, and the Cardinals hire Rams offensive coordinator Mike LaFleur as their head coach. NFL awards happened last night. MVP was Matthew Stafford. Offensive Player of the Year, Jackson Smith and Jigba. Defensive Player of the Year, Myles Garrett. Offensive Rookie of the Year, Ted McMillan. Defensive Rookie of the Year, Carson Schlesinger. Coach of the Year, Mike Vrabel. Comeback Player of the Year, Christian McCaffrey. Protector of the Year, new award, Joe Thuney. And Man of the Year was Bobby Wagner. The NFL Hall of Fame class was also announced as Drew Brees, Luke Kuechly, Adam Vinatieri, Larry Fitzgerald, and Roger Craig. James, okay. which NBA trade shocked you the most, and then also who didn't get traded that you wanted to see traded.
Okay.
If you want to think about it, then I can hear first.
You think shock factor? That's what we're going off.
Yes, shock factor.
Or my favorite, just
shock factor.
Okay, give me a second. You go
Okay.
first.
This one kind of blew me out the water, I guess I would say. But I was looking at a couple, like the Harden trade, but we kind of knew about that kind of a few hours before. Wasn't as much of a shell shock. The biggest shock to me was looking at my phone and seeing Jaren Jackson Jr. got dealt. Like, he's supposed to be the guy you build around. Like, I don't know. It was just really weird to see him get dealt like that. They got a solid package in return, but I think that's a little too early to give up on a young guy who can be one of your cornerstones of your franchise.
Okay. I think that the main one that shocked me, I think there was two, but I think the main one was the Pacers deal with Zubac. And I think the reasoning for that is, like, the Pacers aren't playing for anything this year, and Zubac has been so good this year. I get it into the future. I totally get it. The Pacers starting lineup, like, looking into next season is pretty freaking incredible, especially if they get a top 5 pick. It's, like, insane. But I didn't hate it for the Clippers, too. They got a pretty nice package. The thing that surprised me about the Pacers is they threw in that 2026 pick, but the protections on it. So did you see what the protections are? So if the Pacers get a top 5 pick, they keep it. And if they get a pick from 11 to the end of the first round, they keep it. So if it falls in between 6 and 10, it goes to the Clippers.
Why?
So it's literally could just be unlucky.
That's
you never know.
Weird.
It's a really weird. I've never seen a protection rule like that, and that shocked me when I saw it. Also, I'm a Benedict Mathurin fan.
He's really good.
He has not been good this year, and that's the main thing that they threw him in. He was so good in the finals last year. Like, if you watch the finals and the playoffs in general, he was so good. He's a good young player. He's kind of like Kuminga in a way, where he just has, you see so many flashes, but he can't put it all together at the same time. So I think that surprised me, but I actually am a big fan of what the Clippers did at the deadline. I was pretty impressed, actually. I like bringing in young guys, and I honestly like blowing it up at this point. They said in 2027, like, they're blowing it up, and they're either going to go full rebuild mode, or they're going to go get a guy in free agency in 2027. So,
trying to find. I think I picked Ben Mathurin. Next, you want to share your favorite trade? Go ahead.
What my favorite trade was?
Yeah, what's your favorite? Yeah, that's a good idea. Trying to find. I think I picked Ben Mathurin. Yeah. Or no, breakout player of the year. I picked Andrew Nembhard. Did you pick Ben Mathurin?
I might have, yeah.
Because I think I was between them two.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, because I had Ben Math and
yeah.
parentheses right here.
My favorite move was between two. So Jared McCain and the Thunder, I love. And I'm a big Jared McCain fan. I was very shocked at that too, that Philly decided to move on from him. And I think OKC, with how they develop players and how they develop guards especially, he might be a starter come next year. Like, straight up. Like, he's that good. He has that talent. And then I think Vucevic, I really, really liked going to the Celtics. The Celtics obviously need a center, and the Celtics are really freaking good. And a lot of people, if you have not watched Celtics basketball, they're really good, and they're doing it all without Jason Tatum. And most likely, Jason Tatum probably doesn't push to come back this year unless it's like finals or maybe Eastern Conference Finals. He probably doesn't push that injury just because he's, the franchise stud. But the Celtics are really good, and adding another guy like Vucevic with such a good offensive floor, like, he kind of keeps everything steady for the Celtics, and I like it because they don't really have a big right now. Neemias Queta is starting for them, a big man right now.
I had my favorite trade I already said was the Warriors getting Porzingis. Okay. I know you didn't like this one as much, but I think the whole thing with Jonathan Kuminga, he's got the potential. He needed a new home, and that was the big thing, right? Jonathan Kuminga needs a new home. So the fact that he was on the block and they still were able to get a guy like Kristaps Porzingis, who hasn't been super flashy, and he's a really good basketball player. He can shoot. He is huge. He obviously is a great rebounder. So, like, and also he can space the floor. Like, Draymond Green cannot really space the floor. So you need somebody at 5 who can space out. And I think him with Curry, and then next year if they have Jimmy Butler back, I think that's a really nice little tandem. And then the Buddy Hield, Jonathan Kuminga thing. I like Buddy Hield a lot. Mm-hmm. Like, he's a really good weapon for the Hawks. And then Jonathan Kuminga, see how he develops. But that was my favorite trade.
Yeah.
And the other thing was who didn't get traded that you wanted to see get traded. I can go first with this one also.
I might have the same answer. You go though.
I said John Morant.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, he just needs a new home. Like, he's all the stuff he's done off the court and the obviously lack of chemistry and lack of alignment that he has with the organization. Like, get this guy a new home. He's an all-star caliber player, superstar, face of the franchise caliber player. Like, he needs a new home. He needs to find another place that will accept him better, where he will be bought in more. I think that could be a really good thing for John Morant.
Yeah, but Ja was my answer too. I also think Giannis is valid. Like, yeah, I want to see Giannis.
Yeah, no, I thought about that. Yeah, I want to see it too.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't think it was gonna happen, but like,
Giannis to Minnesota would have been awesome.
But like, yeah, I would have loved to freaking see that. Like, Ant and Giannis would have been incredible.
I never thought about that until like this week.
Exactly.
Like, yeah, that sounds
like
awesome.
Stuff like that. Like, yes, yeah, I did want to see Giannis traded. I did want to see Giannis play in the playoffs this year. Like, stuff like that. Yes. But I think Ja's the main one because you're right. Like, Ja Morant deserves a new start, and the craziness is the actual trade package that the Grizzlies tried to throw to the Heat, which Heat was kind of. It was kind of like the Kings got thrown out there, but the Heat was kind of the main one that people thought Ja was going to.
Well, the Heat was it the thing here? Like were the Heat waiting on Giannis?
Maybe could have been, but the Heat said no to Memphis's offer. It was Jaime Jaquez, a first-round pick, and Terry Rozier.
What? And they said no to that?
And the Heat said no.
That's crazy.
And I think it's just crazy to see like the value for what Ja Morant would have gone for 2 years ago, which probably would have been 4 to 5 first-round picks straight up. Now to one, not even worth one, and not even like worth that. It's just crazy, and it's such a fall from grace. And that's a guy who definitely deserves a new home, like deserves a new start. I'm not the biggest Ja guy, but I do love seeing him when he is in his when he's in his mode. Ja Morant is so much fun to watch. So
yeah, I mean, if you can't even get that deal, you might as well just hold him till he starts playing better. I mean,
at this point, it's like, do you just build around Ja again? Like,
yeah,
do you reset now that you traded Jaren Jackson, and now you just reset? Cedric Howard's been amazing. I don't know if you know who that is.
Yeah, I know.
He's been awesome. He's a rookie. So you have some young guys in the wings. You never know.
Yeah, you gotta do that at least.
But they're a gross franchise right now, so it's just but you have a ton of first round picks.
Yeah, kind of like the Pelicans. All right,
getting 7 first round picks for Desmond Bane and Jaren Jackson is pretty damn good.
Yeah, that is good.
So
they got a bright future if they can use those picks right. Okay, we got a draft for you. We're judging NFL teams based only on how they played in the playoffs.
Okay.
So every single team in the playoffs has to get taken.
Okay.
So like,
it's a tough strategy.
Some teams had one game. Some teams played really bad against the Steelers. So it's gonna get really fun. I'm very excited. So if you want to do a little coin, you have your coin. You flip.
Ooh, I don't.
Or do you?
Wait. Oh yeah, there's one on the floor.
Okay. Coin on the floor. Interesting.
Yeah, this is the one from last week, I think.
All
right, you want to call it?
Boy, if you're flipping it.
Yeah, I'm flipping.
Heads. Never fails, man.
Tails.
Dang. Oh, you get
first round pick or first pick. We're just going back to back. We're not it.
I mean, do you?
No.
And this is one where you think I think we could snake it because there's so little to pick from.
No, I think we should.
But now you think we shouldn't.
I don't.
Look at it, we should.
Nah, I just agree.
Wait, hold up. Do you want to go like you get 1, I get 2, and then you get 1, 1, 1, 1, 1?
No, I think we should just go 1, 1, 1, 1.
Well, that's a really big advantage for you. But okay.
Well, yeah, I won the coin flip.
Yeah. Okay.
It's like an overtime in the regular season, man. It's like.
Go ahead.
I won the coin flip. Okay. I actually don't have no clue where I'm going with my first round pick. I've got some options. I don't know if I should go for like the good teams first, or if I should go for the bad teams with maybe one good player.
Also a thought.
Right, who played really well in the playoffs. So
this is kind of different from anything we've done before.
Yeah, it's hard to start, I feel like. And also, like, do I go off positions that maybe have less than another one in spots? So we're picking, you said what we're picking?
Oh, yeah, sorry. Quarterback, running back, 2 receivers, tight end, defense, head coach.
Okay. I don't think there's, like, a bad pick here. Like, I think there's a bunch of things I could make. But I'm actually going to go with I'm going to pick a receiver.
Okay. But then that probably makes my pick for me.
That was incredible, and I kind of want to get like a big dog receiver. And I'm going to go with Puka Nacua.
All right.
Because in the playoffs, Puka technically was probably the best, him and JSN. But I think Puka, for me, like I'm getting a big dog receiver. He was definitely the best in the playoffs. So I'm getting the number 1 receiver in the playoffs. I like that. And that takes the Rams off the board.
Yeah, so if both those guys were on the board, Puka and JSN, I was going to leave it and go to tight end, actually. Okay. But now you kind of forced my hand. I got to get JSN. Yep. Take the Seahawks off the board.
Fair.
And
so many options for Seahawks, by the way.
Him and, Mike McDonald, like...
The defense.
Sam Darnold. But the defense not as great in the playoffs because of the Rams game.
Yeah, technically.
But yeah, JSN run up par with what Puka did this postseason. He was just amazing, and yeah, not much else I can say about that. He had 150 yards in the NFC Championship game. The way he looked out there was incredible. So him and Puka, I guess, were right on par with each other. Couldn't let you have both of them.
Yeah. My next pick, who in his 2-game sample size was the best tight end.
Damn you, God!
Shout out, little breakout for the boy, Colston Loveland. He was the number 1 receiver for the Bears in both those playoff games. He made incredible plays.
Did I give you that idea?
So no, I was gonna go. I almost went it first.
Yeah, I would pick
because tight end is not. There's not many.
No, there's not.
There's a couple other options I could have gone. I could have waited probably to my last pick, but I'm gonna snag Colston Loveland off the board.
Like some of these teams, I don't even know their tight end.
And that takes the Bears off the board, which who else would be there?
I had nobody else good.
Maybe Ben Johnson.
Well, I've got like a little thing where
Caleb, maybe.
I got a little thing where I have them highlighted, like color coded, basically based on how much I should pick them or not.
Okay.
And Colston Loveland was the only one I had highlighted. Then I had a couple where I was like, don't pick them. And then Ben Johnson was like in the middle.
I don't really have like a draft board. I'm kind of just looking at teams and trying to remember games.
So you put Colston Loveland.
Yep. Ooh, I just thought of a game.
Well, it's the whole playoff sample size.
Well, what if they only play one game?
Oh yeah, if they don't play one game. I'm probably gonna go to the guy who only play one game. Take the packages off the board. Go Jordan Love.
Good pick.
He was had the best quarterback game out of anybody in this postseason, I think, or maybe except for the NFC Championship game. But those are off the board now. Jordan Love, he had like 4 touchdowns, no interceptions, like 300-something yards. I'll pull up his stats actually, in a second. But yeah, I'm taking Jordan Love.
Yeah, that's definitely tough. There's not many quarterback options. I think I'm gonna wait now, which might not be smart, but
nothing smart in this game at this point.
I'm gonna go ahead and snag. Ooh, this is tough. I'm gonna snag my coach.
Okay.
I'm gonna snag who just won Coach of the Year and has been the best coach in the playoffs, Mike Vrabel. Comes off the board. Definitely been the best coach.
Yeah,
definitely
he's been
number 1
amazing.
guy on the board. That takes Patriots off. A lot of options there too. So
yeah, their
Bowl.
defense was a big one for me.
Yeah.
I thought I might be able to get.
Maybe the 2 hardest ones in this, like figuring out how I wanted to draft, was defense and quarterback.
Yeah, quarterback's tough, like because you don't know who's gonna be there when. Like,
Yeah.
so,
You don't know when you should take them.
like, this draft there's so little to choose from. All right, Jordan Love's stats I have him pulled up. 24 for 46, 323 yards and 4 touchdowns.
Jeez,
And then he also ran for 11 yards on 1 rush. So that's 11 yards per carry. If you're that kind of guy. All right. Now, I think I'm gonna go defense or coach, but I don't know. Like all my highlighted defenses are gone. My highlighted coaches are gone. This is already getting kind of slim. All right, you know what? Defense and coach aren't that important. I will take. I'm gonna take a running back. I'm gonna go Saquon Barkley. Had 100 yards in their playoff game against the Niners.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't work out for him, but my fantasy king finally got his game. So
yeah,
Saquon Barkley.
I think now that you've taken running back, I am gonna take. Ooh, man.
But me taking running back doesn't really matter anymore because there's teams. The teams is the problem, you know.
Yeah.
However,
You know what? Yeah, I'm gonna take running back too. I'm gonna go Christian McCaffrey. And the reasoning for that is
he
like
wasn't that good in the playoffs.
receiving.
He was good receiving.
He led the team in receiving. in their
But
first
like
game.
his rushing was really inefficient.
And if you lead the team in receiving, bro.
Yeah, you got it.
You just won comeback player of the year.
I disagree with that thing, but
who's the number 2 running back?
my next running back would have been Travis Etienne.
No way.
He had an
What?
insane game.
Did
I'll
he?
pull it up. Yes.
Did he rush for 100 yards?
I'm sure he had 100 total yards. I'll look.
CMC had 100. Like it
Saquon,
definitely had 100 total
Saquon
yards.
had 106. I was reading Saquon's stats. 106 yards rushing, 4 yards a carry, and then 25 yards receiving. And then if I look at the Jags, Travis Etienne had 67 yards on 10 carries, at 6.7 yards a carry on the ground, and then another 49 yards and a touchdown in the air.
Well, yeah, that's the exact same thing as Christian McCaffrey. It's worse, actually.
Okay, well, for what game are you talking about? Like,
Both games.
overall?
Like, literally both games.
I looked at it. We can look at it.
He definitely had, like, at least 60 yards receiving.
McCaffrey had 3 yards a carry on 48 yards.
Okay.
And against the Eagles.
20 yards less.
And then had 66 yards and 2 touchdowns receiving.
Yeah, exactly. So
had a great game. No, had a great game.
And then what did he do next?
And then
Nothing.
the other game, yeah, he did like nothing. He had 35 yards on the ground, 3 yards per carry again.
Receiving?
And he had 39 yards receiving.
Yeah, I mean,
So
that's a tough game all around.
Yeah, so like when you take both of them into account, like that,
he was not better. He was way better than ETN.
The ETN, no, I disagree big time. ETN had more than double the yards per carry.
Okay.
And also had probably about what his average receiving was.
Okay.
In the game. So yeah,
scored,
absolutely.
Christian McCaffrey scored double the touchdowns.
Yeah, double the games. So per game, they scored the same amount of touchdowns.
Okay.
So I think McCaffrey.
I think it also matters.
Though, I think ETN was better. Sorry. Well, what else, Matt? What do you mean?
Nah, you're right.
I mean,
your next pick.
You don't have to agree with me. Like we can disagree, but
you're right.
Let's see. Defense or head coach or tight end is a problem. Yeah. Okay. I am gonna go to my second receiver. I think skill positions are king. And that's all I care about. So. I'm going to take a Jaguar, take Parker Washington.
Yeah, I thought about it.
That's why I kind of left ETN
breakout game
and went with Parker Washington. He was amazing. He had 100 yards receiving. The guy had at least a touchdown, if not 2. I'll look at
one.
it.
Pretty sure, yeah, but I don't think he had 2.
But he had
he was incredible.
7 receptions for 107 yards and a touchdown.
Yeah,
he was amazing. He's going to be my wide receiver, too.
Okay. Okay, I'm gonna go. Quarterback is a little shaky for me. At this point, because there's not many guys left. But I think if you look back and you look at the games,
I put Mike Vrabel in your quarterback spot.
There's a couple of.
You can have Mike Vrabel at your quarterback.
No, I'm good. There's a couple of options that like they didn't play bad. Now. I've got 2 things, and I don't know like what we're technically counting because Bo Nix, for an example, was really, really good until he got hurt. But for me in the playoffs, he was pretty freaking awesome. I don't know if that hurts him.
I didn't put him on my board for that, but I mean,
I wouldn't.
The world is your oyster. Like you couldn't do it. I mean, you can.
There's other guys like Josh who are pretty good.
Yeah, Josh was good.
I think that's where I'll go. I think I'll go Josh Allen. Just because the Bo Nix thing, like. Technically, like, yeah, he got hurt, so he didn't really get, like, if he wouldn't have got hurt, he's probably sitting in the Super Bowl right now, and he's probably one of the first guys that got taken off the board. So it's kind of a weird situation. But I'll go Josh Allen. I think, for me, like...
Yeah, he was really good.
Especially at the end of the day, like, Josh Allen was clutch for the Bills in that game. Like, straight up, he was clutch. So, I like that pick.
The one thing that took me off of Josh Allen was the turnovers in that second game. But yeah, definitely had a great postseason. Okay, so there are 6 teams left. We have Broncos, Texans, Panthers, Chargers, Steelers. No, sorry, I messed that up. Wait, there are 5 teams left. Broncos, Texans, Panthers, Chargers, Steelers. Okay, so I have tight end, defense, and head coach. Now, yeah, I think I know what I'm gonna do here. Now that I see this, I am gonna go ahead and take my defense. That's probably the next most important thing here. And I am going to go with the Chargers defense. They go 16 points to the Patriots. It was a very good defensive game. And I think some of those points were all like a turnover or like off turnovers where it was a short field. So they had a really good game against Drake May and that Patriots offense. I think that's a good pick for me, the Chargers defense.
Yeah, okay. I think I'll go defense too to make sure I get one. And I'll go with the Broncos. They were great. They gave up,
defense.
Which in my opinion, I'm not. If we're going based off like, kind of like the first round, or for example, like the Chargers playing the Patriots, giving up 16 points. Like the Broncos gave up 7.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So like they were great. Obviously they gave up 30 to the Bills. But also like they won they kept themselves in a game with a backup quarterback in the AFC Championship game because of the defense, like straight up. And I think also like their defense this entire playoffs like is something that you can lean on. So I like picking the Broncos defense, one of the best pass rushing defenses that I can pick at this point. I like it.
Yeah. Yeah, Broncos with what you had available defense.
They also ran into probably
defense.
the best offense in the AFC, right?
Yeah.
Like the best quarterback left in the AFC, and they won. Like straight up, they won. So I like that pick for me. I think defensive wise, that's my best pick left. So
yeah, so I'm looking for a tight end. I'm fine taking any of these coaches. So that's not my. I'm looking for a tight end. None of my tight ends are like on the board or here. Texans, Panthers, or Steelers. Look at this Panthers game. Tommy Tremble hit 22 yards. Oh, jeez. Okay. The Texans had Dalton Schultz. I need to see what he did.
Nothing.
And the Steelers, they
I don't think they threw a pass to a tight end.
I don't think they threw a pass. Period. Yeah, Pat Freiermuth had 18 yards.
Nice.
18 yards per reception though.
Yeah. Sure.
Let's see. Dalton Schultz in their first game. Oh, 2 for 47. All right, give me Dalton. I don't care what he did in the other game.
Facts.
Give me Dalton Schultz as my tight end.
Yeah.
Let's go, baby.
Yeah. Okay, so I've got one pick left, and it fell exactly who I wanted with my last pick. I was hoping that this team fell. I wasn't expecting you to pick someone from this team, anyways. So I'm gonna go with a breakout game for the kid,
Coker.
Jalen Coker.
Yeah.
Dude. I mean, like Jalen Coker in that game was the best receiver for the Panthers. Like. Tet was not even like Jalen Coker kind of took over and got the Panthers like having a shoot like that catch he had in the back of the end zone and that throw from Bryce Young. I don't know if y'all remember that play. It was incredible. What was his final stat line?
9 receptions for 134 and a touchdown.
There it is. I remember that game. Like that game is going to like stick in my mind for a long time. Jalen Coker, obviously had a bad injury this year. Happy for him coming back in the playoffs. Panthers, dude. I think we're gonna forget about that. How good that game was, dude. That game was so good.
Yeah, that was a great game.
That was such a good game.
Jalen Coker was another guy I would have probably gone to at some point if I hadn't gotten
Parker
the two guys
Washington
that
and Coker are kind of the breakout guys that I thought of.
Yeah, absolutely. I thought about going Canales right there. You kind of got lucky, but yeah. Who was the last team on the board? What do you know?
Houston Texans?
No, it's the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Oh.
I'm gonna think the coach that got fired.
Oh,
but
nice.
You know what? He didn't get fired. You know, he stepped away.
Yeah.
All right. The Steelers were lucky to have grace his presence for the years that they did. My head coach is going to be Mike Tomlin. You know what? I am happy with that. Okay, it was a team that we built. Did he coach a terrible game?
Pretty bad, yeah.
I mean, like, they lost by a lot, but there was a lot of, like, pick sixes and stuff. You can't coach Aaron Rodgers being terrible.
Yeah, but, like...
Aaron Rodgers threw for...
He might have been the worst coach in the first round, like, straight up.
Oh, I mean, yeah, okay. But, like, did he do anything outlandishly terrible? That's all I need to do. I need him to do not something outlandishly terrible, which he didn't do. So I'm taking Mike Tomlin as my head coach, and we're going to go win a Super Bowl. Yeah. Look at us two Mikes as our head coaches, man.
Yeah, for sure, bro. Yeah, definitely the same.
Basically the same.
One's in the Super Bowl, one's at home.
But how many Super Bowls has Mike Vrabel won?
That's a good point. It's fair.
Boy.
Actually, he has won.
Not as head coach.
Yep, well, you just said one.
Not as head coach. Or this is your head coach position here, right? This is
Yeah,
not
for
the
sure.
coordinator position or
Yeah, for sure.
the D-line coach. Whatever.
Yeah, he's had a ton more, like 9 and 8 seasons, too. So, like, you know,
That's
10 and 7 seasons.
It's a winning season. That's a winning season.
You know, but we're going off the playoffs this year.
It's a winning season.
Playoffs this year.
Playoffs this year. Mike Tomlin will not.
Let's see. Was he the worst coach? Like probably in the first round.
LaFleur was probably worse because of the way that they went through that. Because Mike Tomlin didn't do anything horribly bad. He just didn't do anything good either.
Well, it's just 6 points.
He's kind of there. Mike Tomlin can't coach the shitty offense that he has. Like his offense had nothing.
Bro, he's Aaron Rodgers.
Aaron Rodgers is so bad.
Yeah, you're right, bro.
Aaron Rodgers is not good anymore.
Yeah, for sure.
It's the big 2-6, bro. Aaron Rodgers is bad.
For sure. No, I think he actually was the worst.
I'll give it to LaFleur.
That's crazy.
Because of the way that he went about that comeback.
Yeah, but he was a 7 seed competing with a 2 seed.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, it does.
It doesn't matter. Like, the Packers were winning. It's a coaching job. Like, the coaching job in general, like, it doesn't matter if they're underdogs. They're up by, like, 20, and then LaFleur got conservative instead of going to win the game, and then the bad coaching decision turned into a loss. Mike Tomlin just got dead ass like killed. Like nothing he can do.
Yeah, you're
about
right,
that.
bro, for sure.
But they're actually in the game for a lot of it.
Yeah.
No, they weren't. Like
When it was 13-6, like everyone knew the Texans were winning.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
When it was 13-6, like the game was not close. Like
once they were winning, it was over. But like, because you knew who was not scoring. But what was it? It was 0-0. There was 3-0 Pittsburgh. They had a more than 50% chance to win this game, and then it was 7-3.
I don't think we need.
Then it was 7-6 at halftime. So like, it's a 1-point game at halftime. Steelers can get you a field goal. All right, they're not gonna score a touchdown. They can get you a field. Like this game was close at halftime. I'm okay with it. And you know what? Why are we talking about Mike Tomlin for 10 minutes on this episode?
It's a great question.
The Super Bowl's this week.
What's Mike Tomlin's next step, bro? That's a good question.
He's going into TV, I think, this year.
That's a
And
good
then we'll
spot.
probably
I
go
think
back.
he'll be really good at that, actually.
I think he says he's going into TV and then might go back to coaching. We'll see. But
yeah, I think it's a good spot. Kind of like Vrabel. Low-key.
Yeah.
Same thing. He's low-key going to be just the next Mike Vrabel, right?
Yeah.
Even though he's coaching for...
He'll be the coach of the Bengals next year. All right. Anyway.
Nah, dude, don't disrespect my boy Zach Taylor.
No, I like Zach Taylor. He's just not going to have a job. All right. So we got one more episode next week. Super Bowl's this week, so gonna be a lot of fun. Very excited for it. And then we're gonna have a nice little break, which I'm also excited for.
What's your most favorite thing about the Super Bowl besides the actual game?
The commercial, the funny commercials.
Commercials? Okay.
A good commercial. Like you go through stretches where it's bad, but the good commercials are really good.
Yeah. I think
yeah.
Can't
say the crowd.
I also think the leading up to it is fun too.
Yeah.
Like the stuff they do and all the festivities outside and all that.
NFL Honors was actually really well executed last night.
Yeah, agreed.
I thought because it was funny. Like I thought they put on a good show.
It was good, and it also what they do so well is they go quick through the awards.
Yeah.
They don't wait and do
I was
all
not
this
expecting that at all.
BS. It's 2 hours and you're out. Which is pretty good.
I was expecting to have a bad I was expecting to just do my notes and just chill and have it on the background. I actually ended up watching it.
Yeah, I did too.
Because I wanted to hear the announcements, but I didn't really care. But I ended up watching it because it was actually really good at keeping people right. It wasn't like a lot of award shows where it spaces them out, like you said, and they were keeping you laughing or entertained or something. So I thought it was a lot of fun.
I guess halftime show too would be another festivity thing.
Halftime show, but this year it's gonna suck. All right, Futures Draft comes down to the Super Bowl, man. My King Matthew Stafford got me an MVP. Did I get any other awards? No.
So what awards did I win? So Will clutched up. By the way, getting Schlesinger was clutch.
Yeah, I wanted the Browns. Not like it would have mattered, but yeah.
Well, yeah, but
Schlesinger
still.
And Garrett. So he got Myles Garrett and Carson Schlesinger.
Yeah, exactly. Crazy.
And then he had JSN. And then you had McCaffrey.
He also had Walter Payton Man of the Year.
Yeah, he had Commanders for
right.
Man
So
of the Year.
that's another award that he clutched up on.
And so you just had McCaffrey, right?
Yeah, I think so.
So Will took the lead.
Coach of the Year.
Oh yeah, you had Vrabel.
Yeah. Vrabel and McCaffrey.
Yeah, I thought I was missing one. So you're up by one, or Will's up by one. Super Bowl's worth 2.
All comes down to this.
Will's got the Seahawks. James has the Patriots.
I won't win, guys.
Hey man, it's the NFL. It's the NFL.
But still, I put a good fight from where I was.
From where both of you were. Will was in a worse spot than you were.
Well, listen to our first 2 picks, guys. Colts and Bucks for Will, and Chiefs and Lions.
What was Will's third pick?
And then Will picked the Ravens. I picked the Niners. It was Patriots. He picked the Commanders. The Seahawks going 5th round is just crazy.
Well, Seahawks have half his points.
It's wild, yeah.
I was in a great
Patriots
spot.
For me might too.
Yeah, no, they do. I was in a great spot until I had more than half of the first round losers.
Your team just didn't win.
Straight up. And that's what it comes down to. That's why Futures Draft is what it is. Because success in the postseason is what really matters.
And we talked about that when we were drafting. We were and that's why my first 2 picks were Chiefs and Lions.
Yeah.
Right? Because if they get in the playoffs, they can go win games. You know what I'm saying? So.
Well, I picked the Eagles for that reason.
Exactly.
Man.
Eagles and Bills, for example. Yeah. But
Colts and Bucks. That's why That's why I mind flamed Will when he said those because I was like, okay.
Even Bears down here snagging him 5 points.
Lots of good stuff. The Broncos obviously was big.
Browns getting you 4 points.
The Niners came clutch up for you too because that was not looking good for a while at the end of the season, but then it clutched up. So.
Yeah. I also was not expecting CMC to win that award. But I'm happy for him. Because, he had an incredible... Yeah. It was between those two, and it really wasn't anyone else, but...
Yeah. Well, my prediction might have been right.
Yeah, we both said that.
We both said that.
Yeah.
Turns out let us vote, guys. Let us vote.
Fact.
Anyway.
Dude, give us votes. That'd be sick.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
That'd be so cool.
Alright. Anyway, see y'all next week. Final episode of the season. See y'all on the next one. Peace.
Peace.